Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking UFC 311 main event. Arman Tsarukyan versus current lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. Specifically, Arman Tsarukyan's recent interesting comments on our lightweight champion and his former opponent and his upcoming opponent, obviously UFC 311. We're going to talk about those interesting comments and also add our own comments to Arman's comments. But before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all it is that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Arman Tsarukyan, Islam Makhachev, UFC 311. I must say, UFC 311 is a fantastic fight, and I don't think it's going to be so because of its main event, with no disrespect to either guy here, but I think it's going to be the case because the co-main, I think, is probably going to be fight of the night, and we'll probably see history being made. I do digress a bit. We are here to talk about the main event of UFC 311, and that's the rematch between Tsarukyan and Makhachev. Former opponent of Makhachev and title challenger, number one contender, Arman Tsarukyan, has made some interesting comments recently. He claims that basically Islam's not that good. He's not as good as people want to make him seem. I had to stop and think about those comments, and even as I'm recalling Arman Tsarukyan's comments now, I have to stop and think about that. What does this guy mean exactly? What world does Arman Tsarukyan live in? With no disrespect to the number one contender here, but in my eyes, Islam is only getting better. As a matter of fact, with no disrespect to the lightweight champion here, but initially Islam's fights were extremely boring to watch. But as this guy climbed up the ranks and became champion, it seems like he's only gotten better. I actually enjoy watching a Islam Makhachev fight now. You just don't know how they're going to end. He can choke you or he can knock you out. I mean, or everything in between. I mean, this guy's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't necessarily agree with Arman Tsarukyan. If Arman's talking about the early stages, Islam Makhachev, and that's his UFC career. But now, Islam's only getting better. It's a very, very scary fight for Arman Tsarukyan. In all honesty, I think that Arman is very one-dimensional against a guy in Islam Makhachev who is just very multi-dimensional, I think, at this point in the world of mixed martial arts. I mean, the guy has the ability to knock you out with his hands, his feet. He can choke you out. And some of the things that, especially in the fight against Dustin Poirier, didn't watch that fight, go ahead and watch that fight. There was a moment in the fight where he catches, it's a move that I've never seen before. He uses the leverage of Dustin Poirier and his own weight to basically toss the guy, and he basically catches the dude by the foot and just toss him aside like he was a piece of clothing or something, literally. So I mean, some of the things that this guy's doing inside of the octagon now, I've never seen before. I don't claim to be any expert in mixed martial arts, but for Arman Tsarukyan, if you're judging the early stages in the UFC, Islam Makhachev, I agree. But now, Islam is a pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet. And I think UFC 311 is going to confirm this statement. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.